Coach, how does your lineup look today?
Well, we'll make a game time decision on a forward. Nealer should be back, so we'll make a decision after the warm up. So we'll have Weinman will be in the warm up. So in case you're wondering, he wasn't there this morning, just getting last checkup, and so he's got green light, and probably won't play unless we got sickness this afternoon with a defenseman or somebody gets injured, but he hasn't practiced, that's why. So just give him some ice time for warm up. So
is there another forward that's banged up that will require him to come out, or?
No, right now it's just a question of we've got still Blundy still here, and Nealer should be ready to go, so we'll make a decision after the warm up.
And your starting goaltender tonight?
Anderson, of course. He's there. He's in.
What kind of game do you anticipate here this evening against LA?
Well, they're very good at the simple things. They've won. They've got a lot of guys with maturity. They don't beat themselves. They're very physical. So it's one of those teams you have to grind it out. I mean, if you're trying to skill it against them, it's going to be very difficult to do so. So we have to be able to grind it against them. You watched their game last night. It was the same thing. Every game you watch, they play a very simple, hard, very good meat and potatoes game where there's not a lot of weakness out there. So you can't hope for their weaknesses. You got to grind it out and play through them.
Can that be a carryover from what you did and how you beat Buffalo the other night?
Yeah, Buffalo's a big team. Buffalo's in that respect, I think they're similar, and I thought we did well. When you look at the overtime, by then I think our guys were gassed. But in regulation, I mean, the shots were 29-24 for us. We outchanced them 17-13. We actually only gave them 1 chance, which I haven't seen that for a long time. So I was quite proud of the players, especially on a back-to-back like that, where we were the ones that were, coming here in the middle of the night and coming there in Buffalo in the middle of the night. So the guys did a very, very good job and stuck with it for the 60 minutes. Maybe on my board I shouldn't have said 60, maybe 65. But yeah, the guys did a very good job. And yeah, in that respect, I think, especially starting the second period, we saw ourselves be a lot more physical. And when we're physical, it creates stuff for us.
I know ultimately you win games, but are you at all concerned with your offensive stars not scoring at a higher?
Well, different guys, different reasons, but I think right now it's starting to be a priority for us, where before that the priority was defense. And right now, if you look after the games that we've played up to now, we go from the bottom of the league for goals against to now, in terms of just goals against, we're 7th, and goals against average, because we've played one less games than a few teams that were 9th. So that's pretty fast to turn it around defensively, and so the guys have really bought in, and now is to be able to join the two together. We got to grow the other side. It's normal. Like I don't want to blame the players for trying to adjust to something different and want to become more reliable and all that. It's just very often you go from one side of the pendulum to the other side, and in the end, really, it's what you want is to get back in that middle where you're strong in both. And the opposite would be worrisome. If we were doing great offense, we had awful defense, first of all, we wouldn't be winning. We'd be losing. We'd have the wrong mindset. And I think right now the guys got the right mindset, and then we build it from there.
Do you see this team that you have to play, or would you like to lead these lines somewhat together? You've mixed lines. I know you like the pair thing.
Yeah.
But do you have to at some point maybe leave them alone?
Well, yes and no, because I mean, the last 3 games we put Broussard together, and they didn't turn out to have any goals there. And they did some plays; it was good. But coming back home, I always want a match. And today I want to have a matching line, and my matching line involves changing a line. And there's a few things I haven't tried yet, so I want to make sure I try them before I get to know what foot I'm dancing on. Remember, I'm a rookie here. I still don't even know where the drug mart is and the shoppers, and trying to figure that out.
Guy, est-ce que tu es plus inquiet du manque de production à l'attaque ou plus fier de la façon dont les joueurs jouent défensivement?
Ah, de loin, très fier défensivement. C'était ça la priorité numéro un. Là. Tu peux pas. On arrive au début de l'année, tu demandes des deux. Là, ni un ni l'autre va être bon. La priorité, c'était d'améliorer la défensive dès le début. Individuellement, on n'était pas très fort. Fait qu'on ne pouvait pas se fier au côté individuel de défensif. Il faut se fier au côté de la structure. Là, la structure est assimilée. Là, individuellement, les joueurs s'améliorent énormément défensivement. C'est pour ça que, comme j'ai dit en anglais, on se retrouve à partir de dernier dans la Ligue l'année passée. On est 7e pour le nombre de buts contre et on est 9e pour la moyenne de buts contre par rapport au nombre de matchs. Alors, en très peu de temps, les joueurs ont vraiment acheté ce qu'on essayait de faire. Maintenant, c'est d'être capable d'allier ça avec leur créativité offensive. Là, ils commencent à comprendre, mais je vais être franc, j'ai pas passé beaucoup de temps là-dessus. Là. On a mis tellement de temps sur la défensive, la structure, sur toutes les phases de jeu. C'est pas dire, la défensive, c'est très global. Hein. Il y a beaucoup de phases de jeu dans la défensive. Même la défensive en zone offensive. Comment on se positionne quand on n'a pas la rondelle, un repli défensif, la zone neutre, la zone défensive. Il y avait tellement de travail à faire. Alors là-dessus, le travail a été vraiment bien accueilli par les joueurs, puis ils ont pris ça très au sérieux. Alors, qui ont été capables en très peu de temps d'acquérir cette fiabilité-là. Je suis très impressionné. Maintenant, on sait très bien que notre travail, c'est de grandir l'attaque. Puis ça me fait pas peur. L'inverse me faisait beaucoup plus peur. Parce qu'on sait que nos joueurs, il y a plusieurs de nos joueurs qui ont des qualités offensives. Donc maintenant, c'est d'aller chercher la chimie, d'avoir des joueurs qui... Parce qu'il y en a quand même des nouveaux. Hein, c'est Brassard, c'est nouveau. Puis Zingle, Paille, tout ça, tu sais, où est-ce que ça fit? C'est là où est-ce qu'on est encore.
Yeah, I just want to follow up on the Remembrance Day. You spent some time in Europe.
Yeah.
Does that change perspective at all for you? You see the world a little bit?
You know, and I had visited Germany before in some camps, and being over there, obviously, it's all around you. You see the monuments, you see the ruins. That they still entertain as places where you can give your respect and help you remember, so it doesn't happen again. So it's big there. It's all around you, so you're reminded constantly. If it's not somebody reminding you, it's a monument. It's something written, but it's present all around. So in that respect, I think for our kids too, to have been able to see that and being able to talk to them about it, because the younger kids are probably more remote than we were when we were young from what happened in the past, and it just helps us transmit and to them the respect that we owe these people.